Hi everyone, welcome back. This week we have a bit of a render disaster, which I must confess is my fault. I've made a big mistake, and I'll show you the problem and I'll show you how to rectify it. We've also got a bit of work on the well and the water to do, the tank, the pipelines to the tank, and some other stuff as usual. So here we are. This is the wall I've done how long ago? Nearly a year ago, a while ago.
Yeah.
And look what's happened. It's developed cracks all over it. Yeah. Which isn't very good for waterproofing, to be honest. And it's my fault because the makeup of these walls, I'll maybe able to demonstrate here. No. So what we did here, when I rendered the walls originally, we wanted to put insulation on the outside, so we put 40mm of insulation. So we'll put a batten every 600mm, every 2 foot of 40 by 40mm batten, 1.5 inch, and then insulation in between that. Yeah. Then a layer of waterproof membrane over the top of that, and then a layer of mesh, which I thought would bond to the render, and obviously with meshing it stop it cracking. But the reason it's cracked, as you can see, is because I put the mesh too close to the insulation and had no room, so the render, if you like, is just sat on top of the mesh, and it's not integral part of the render. It's just the render sat on top of it, which is why it's cracked. But I have a solution for to remedy that, so we'll give it a go. So obviously, to do this little project, you need a trowel and a hawk, a quarter bucket of water, and someone to mix it in, some cement, which is controversial, and a mixer. Yeah. And the secret ingredient is this, which is fiberglass mesh. So what I intend to do is put one coat of render on, then some fiberglass mesh on the outside of that, and then another coat of render over the top. That should sort it. So this is the product called, in Portugal, it's called Reboc. It's just, actually they call it Reboca Pronto, which is sort of ready-made render. Yeah, just have to mix it with water. It's available everywhere, and it's about €3–4 a bag. So. Okay, as this render is going on the outside, I'm going to put some of my render admix to it, which is just a waterproofer basically. So we'll put a drop of that in. And now the controversial part. Nearly all the local builders do this. A couple of trowelfuls of cement.
What is the reason for that?
Basically, this mixture is lime, cement, and a bit of sand mixed anyway. Just the cement makes it a little bit stronger, which is exactly what we need for the outside.
back. I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was unreal. You made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was my own enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Oh, yeah. Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Gold.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, down with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be
sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their
That's the first coat done. As you can see, it's really wet, wet enough to basically this stuff's got to stick into it. So nice and wet. Put this stuff on and then trowel it on with the trowel. Get the air bubbles out of it, and then now we're going to do the top coat.
Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Hot as fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Hot as fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spent my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah.
So there we go, all laid on. All we've got to do now is wait for it to dry a bit, and then I'll show you another little trick. It's a little trick showed to me by a good friend of mine, Diogo Santos, lives in the village over. Basically, these insulation boards make very good floats for this type of render. Bit of water. Oh, it's dried quick. Yeah, it's really dry. So basically you treat this exactly the same as a sand cement render. So this would be equivalent to floating it off with a wooden float or a plastic float. Well, the final bit of finishing off we do with a sponge and water, exactly the same as what you do with sand and cement. I'm just trying to get these gloves on because having wet hands all the time really ruins your fingers. basically just like sand and cement finish. And the sponge takes out all the imperfections in the surface. This the Reebok in the bags, really easy stuff to use, and it's only a thin layer, so you can't make up huge thicknesses, which is where you would use sand cement. But yeah, this works well. So there we go. I don't know if I can get a close up of it. It all looks a bit grey from here. Basically, yeah, all finished apart from this bit. It's a little bit wet still to sponge off. But the rest is done. No cracks. We'll see what it dries like and see how it goes. And then we'll be turning this bit into a flower bed. Well, not flower, like a succulent we have, which is great. Okay, a little bit of paint. That's the painting done. Now for some soil. And now for some plants. So there we go, plants planted. I think this is called well, it's one of the aloe species of succulent. It's probably a candelabra aloe. So the leaves would be very good for sunburn, healing wounds, etc. But we like it because they're pretty. On to the next job. So we're at Cindy's today. I'm just setting up string lines and stuff. We're going to show her how to do some block work. I'm going to lay a course of blocks along here, yeah, to replace the old wall that was really falling down anyway, and so you're going to have a block work wall because there will be another room going on the outside of here. So that's today's little job. So there we go, Cindy's wall up, well, the start of it. And she's going to do the other half tomorrow. Is that right?
Maybe not tomorrow.
But that's a good start.
Definitely get hard.
Yeah. So here we are inside the chicken enclosure. Going to do a bit more. Well, put another row of blocks around here with the sand cement I've mixed up, so we can. I've cleared the pipe that runs through here in the bottom. Clean that pipe through, and that goes through to the tank. So I've rodded it through with this all the way, so it's all clear. A bit muddy, but so I'll clean all this out. Put another row of blocks on, and then we'll get to the other end of that pipe where it goes into the well. So there we have it, 10 minutes later or so. I've roughly rendered, I'll go over that in a minute, the inside of the chamber to make it all waterproof. This should fill up from the well, which is at the other end of that pipeline. So, and then it will run out the bottom pipeline here to the tank. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is go and do the well end of this pipe, the other end. So here we are at the other end of that pipeline. As you can see, I've got it propped because the pipe is bent. So I've just propped it in there for a few days, a couple of days actually, just to take the bend out of the pipe. And now I'm going to break the top out of the tijolo bricks that are there. And then using this stuff, just plain ordinary Portland cement, and this stuff, Seeker 2 water plug, which is just a rapid hardener of the cement basically. You just mix it neat with neat cement, and yeah, it goes off in about 30 seconds. But before we do that, I'm going to have to cut this pipe, which is the old feed pipe, so I can drain the level of the water, which is here, down to this level, only about 6 inches, 150mm lower, so I can then cut out a channel here for this pipe to sit in. So here goes. And I think it's blocked. Well, that seems to have worked. I'm going to get wet feet in a minute. Oh dear. Don't know how much you'll be able to see of this. As you can hear, probably not see, it's draining down, but the problem is there's a vast area we're trying to drain down. So I'm going to just go for it anyway. I've just left the I think that's about it. Yeah, that's good. So we'll prepare a little bit of this. Cement. Some in there, like so. And we'll press the pipe into it to make that shape. Like I say, this stuff is now gone hard, as you can see. So I'll break the last piece out of here, put the pipe in and then seal it around it successfully, we hope. Here goes. Well, obviously that's not going to work now. Got the pipe jammed in at that level. Some more of the magical stuff. You literally have 30 seconds for this stuff, if not less. It's designed for plugging leaks. So I guess that's got it. So, we'll stop this one now, just by lifting it up. You should then, there we go. I need something to prop under here. I'm very unprepared now. Well, at least the bramble might be useful for something. Yay. As you can see, this is all gone hard. So I'm just going to mix up a little bit of water. This just needs cement. Just to put some in this hole in the back here. So, after a bit of jiggery pokery, as you can see, I've had to smash the end of the tank out and lower the pipe by about 6 inches. So somehow the pipe has, well, something went wrong somewhere anyway. So I've done that. This is now filling the tank up, which will then fill the big tank further down. Yeah, so I'll have to repair that now. I've had to dig back in there because there was a rock. The pipe was sat on a rock, and I think over time where the ground has... In fact, I could do a quick demo. Okay, quick demo, my glamorous assistant. Basically at one end, the well end, so this represents our pipeline. At the well end, be quiet please Susie, we had a fixed point, yeah, which is about this rock. At this end, the tank end, we had another fixed point, which was a rock, which I put the pipe on top of the rock. And I took the levels from this rock and that rock and made sure there was a fall. But what I think happened is, with the ground has sunk over time, it's pushed the end of this pipe. It's now rising in the air, as you can see. Yeah. So what I've had to do here is dig back the pipeline and remove this rock. So this pipeline now is more like that. Yeah. And well, it's running, so we're getting there. Okay, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your continued support. Speaking of which, next week we'll be doing a bit of gardening and planting some trees that some of you have donated on the Buy Me a Coffee site. Thanks for that, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, thanks everyone for yeah, like I said, all your support and stuff. Yeah. Next week as well, we're going to be doing a bit more walling, a bit more gardening stuff, and maybe a bit at Cindy's. You never know. Okay, guys, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, guys, also forgot to mention from February we'll be doing 2 a week again because we have so much content. If we don't, we're going to start losing track. So we decided to do 2 shorter videos a week because now we're getting busy and we've got lots to record, and yeah, we'll get lost. So there you go. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.